Skyscrapers, a word that prompts awe, fear, as well as fascination. Throughout the centuries, with the rapid development of architecture, skyscrapers have since been a hot topic. I'm sure as fellow Hong Kongers, skyscrapers are certainly not unfamiliar to you. Just look up in the streets, and dozens of glass or steel skyscrapers illuminate against the sky. These large-scale modern buildings built of the latest technology fills each one of us with awe, and generally evoke a positive image. Also awing foreigners with their modern designs.
Hong Kong is a bustling city with a population of approximately 7 million. However, space is limited, and with only about 1,053 square kilometers to house millions of people, we are resorted to building increasingly tall skyscrapers to make the best use of the land. The first true skyscraper in Hong Kong was built for HSBC in 1935, and was replaced by the HSBC building in 1985. Since then, thousands of skyscrapers have been constructed. Statistics by reports show that over 7,500 skyscrapers exist in Hong Kong, while about 150 buildings are under construction. Buildings are getting increasingly taller. The tallest building currently in Hong Kong is the IFC2, with an astounding 88 floors. Many of the skyscrapers in Hong Kong are also world famous for their height. The International Command Center, however, will soon take the place as the tallest building in Hong Kong, as it is under construction with 118 floors.
The glass and steel buildings are a symbol of the rapid development of this busy little city, and Hong Kong has gained a significant place in the financial business in the world.
Because of these buildings, Hong Kong is one of the worthy places to hold the title for the most beautiful skyline in the world, which is a great honor considering the small size of this city.
However, imagine some 80 years ago, when Hong Kong was just a peaceful little fishing village. Gone are the shiny new skyscrapers rising tall into the sky. Gone is the bustle of activity inside the modern buildings, as people in dark suits rush to and fro. Gone is the almost permanent pollution clouding the sky. What is left are only the basic crude huts that rises only 3 stories in the air. The calming splash of water as fishermen go out at the crack of dawn to catch fish. The clean, sweet wind blowing through the village, smelling of the sea. All in all, a peaceful image, an unattainable dream. Is this possible? Sadly, the answer is no. Now that Hong Kong has developed into a center of economy, it is hard to reverse all that is done. You may ask, why do we even want that crude fishing village back?
Have you ever experienced that typical Hong Kong moment when you're in the middle of a busy street and you suddenly can't breathe on account of the tall skyscrapers blocking the wind flow? Or the time when you felt claustrophobic even though you're in open air because of the skyscrapers surrounding you? That's why. Lots of pollution problems have arisen with the rise of skyscrapers, with higher floors and more people inside. More solid waste and noise is created, and the consumption of water increases, leading to land, water, and sound pollution.
Besides causing pollution, skyscrapers are environmentally unfriendly. They are built with really light materials, for example, aluminum and glass. These materials let in sunshine quickly. Therefore, in the hot summer, use of air conditioning increases, leading to more wastage of electricity. In addition, as skyscrapers are terribly high, the windows on top floors cannot be opened due to the strong wind there. Therefore, lots of electricity is consumed. At night, in order to attract tourists to Hong Kong's famous night lights, skyscrapers often have decorative and colorful fluorescent lights on the outer wall of the building. These lights are on for the entire night until morning. This is a typical example of wasting excessive electricity. Nowadays, many skyscrapers are built. They may be famous for being tall, but are they worth it? Skyscrapers block the air circulation, causing the air particles to accumulate. When the air particles are combined with the rain, there are 2 things that may happen. Firstly, acid rain is formed, and there will be serious consequences, like damage to buildings, crops, and corroding metal objects. Secondly, the temperature will rise and global warming occurs.
Also, lifts are needed to increase the efficiency of getting up and down. Thus, electricity is consumed.
Besides that, skyscrapers block sunlight from other buildings behind it, and there will be a permanent shadow cast on the other building, denying sunlight. Heat and effect is quite common in Hong Kong. Crowded buildings receive lots of radiation from the sun. Because of the high level reflection of rays, production of heat energy increases and rate of heat loss decreases. Have you ever felt that Hong Kong gives the impression of an even smaller and crowded city with the huge skyscrapers? High-rise buildings, no matter if they are slender tall buildings or massive bulky structures, are extremely view-blocking as they reduce our visibility of pleasing features in the city, hence gives a feeling of lack of spaciousness. In order not to affect the environment with the growing economy of skyscrapers, we should find ways to improve the impacts brought up by them, especially when they are concerned with the environment. To improve the problem of poor ventilation, we should have an efficient ventilation system, which can ensure that the interhumidity, air pollution, biological contaminants, and odor is expelled without losing heat in the air. To lessen the land pollution problem, we should recycle rubbish by dividing them into 3 separate bins: waste paper, aluminum cans, and plastic bottles. To reduce heat island effect, green roofs can be applied to the top of the building. We can plant plants that will also help reduce dust and carbon dioxide in built-up areas. We can install wind turbines on top of the building, as wind is a renewable energy source. Wind turbines on top of tower blocks could potentially generate more energy than the ones on the grounds because wind speeds increase with increasing height from the ground. Some buildings have done their work to be environmentally friendly. For example, the HSBC main building. There are giant mirrors at the top of the atrium, which reflects natural sunlight into the atrium and into the plaza. With this design, energy is conserved. Also, sunshades are provided on the external facades to block sunlight from going into the building directly and to reduce heat gain. Moreover, seawater is used as coolant instead of fresh water for the air conditioning system. This building has done a good job in conserving the environment and building a skyscraper at the same time. Although skyscrapers have done their work in the advancement of the economy in Hong Kong, they also cause plenty of environmental problems. It all boils down to one question: the economy or our environment. We cannot completely remove all skyscrapers in Hong Kong, so in this case, we must find a balance between the two. Spending just a tiny bit more money to build eco-towers can sufficiently help Hong Kong to become a greener city. So, are you willing to take that step?
東方跟西方的文明邂逅了憧憬，繁榮這裏遇上安定，寧願只經風中爭勝，找到了路徑，花瓣開得繁盛，人人能力大小也力拼，任誰流下血汗，就是個精英。香港始終有你。